Well, hey there. I have a question for you. What do you think is the greatest opportunity right now for entrepreneurs and business owners to grow and scale their business? Well, I think I know, and I think I would love to share that with you here today. I think we live in an unprecedented time in history, and the opportunities to grow and scale our businesses are available to each of us if we take advantage of them. I think growing and scaling a business requires tools and talent. On the tool side, I think between the internet and strategic software, we have the tools and technology needed to expand our business. And I would certainly love to talk a lot about that. I think I could do an entire blog series just on the opportunities that tools and technology give us today. But I think the number one opportunity is in that talent compartment. It is, talent. It's all about people, right? And I think we have a unique opportunity, unlike any other time before, to leverage the talents of others to join our teams and grow our businesses. But hiring a team and building a team can be an intimidating effort for some entrepreneurs and business leaders. And hiring a remote and virtual team often only worsens that intimidation for some people. So I meet a lot of entrepreneurs and business leaders who are frustrated with what it takes to manage a team on site. And so the idea of managing a remote or virtual team actually just deepens that frustration. But I think we've got to shift that mindset. I think we miss an opportunity to grow and scale our business if we don't see what's right there in front of us in the opportunity with remote and virtual teams. So I just want to encourage you. Don't allow past experiences or frustrations to keep you from taking advantage of the uniqueness of this time in history and what it provides for us. And so you might say, well, Bill, why do you think this is an opportunity? Well, the reason I think a remote and virtual team is a big opportunity for business owners right now is number one is generational desire. As the workforce is younger and specifically among millennials, there is a desire to be able to work remotely and virtually from home. And now that is a trend that is happening not only in the United States, but actually internationally all around the world. Yes, it is definitely a generational desire among millennials, but as some of the younger version of the baby boomers are retiring and want to enter into a second career or keep working, whereas older members of Generation X are maybe ending towards their career. They see opportunity to use their expertise as a remote or virtual workforce. And so there is a lot of generational desire for this, and this trend is only going to expand. In some parts of the world, literally 50% of the workforce is working remotely and virtually. And so as a small business owner, we have to see that as an opportunity that we can take advantage of. Number two is what I call the age of specialization. We live in a time where people that have competencies and skills that are special or specialized are more available to us than ever before. Many times in the past, when hiring somebody, we would try to hire one person to be a generalist and be able to do all kinds of things for us in a variety of ways. And what we're finding is that is not always the most effective way to really bring excellence to our business. But when we can find people who have a specialty and drive them into our business to be able to help drive our business back into the community, we're much more effective. And so for an example of that is whether it's on the marketing and we're wanting to find somebody who specifically understands SEO and how to deliver that for our business. It's hard to find somebody to answer the phones, do SEO, manage our social media, set up appointments, and manage our QuickBooks. And we have asking one person to be an expert in all those things. And instead of finding one person who is an expert at many things, I think the age of specialization allows us to find many people who specialize in those many areas, and we spread our work out and make it much more effective. So again, why do I think this is an opportunity? One is generational desire. Number two, the age of specialization. Number three might surprise you. I actually think the opportunity is about affordability. Oftentimes, business owners and entrepreneurs get intimidated when they hear hourly rates for freelancers, remote workers, and virtual support. And they see that as a outrageous fee to pay. I find that when you hire somebody that is really gifted in that specialty, and you need them for less hours at a higher rate, that overall you can get a better team value in the long run. Also, when a specialist is going to be able to do the work more effectively in a quicker way. And so yes, hourly rates can be intimidating, but I honestly think the ability to put a whole team together becomes more affordable in this age of remote and virtual workers. So we have generational desire, age of specialization, affordability. Here's one I think that creates a great opportunity. Why do I think this is an opportunity? Because it requires you to expand your leadership. For you as a business person, for you as an entrepreneur, you constantly have to develop your ability to lead. And the opportunity to lead a remote or virtual team requires you to up your game. And so if you are, for example, on the level of communication, if you can learn as a leader to be a more effective communicator with a remote and virtual team, because it demands that, right? In order to get the results and reach the expectations you desire, then another thing that has to happen is that as a result of that expanded leadership, that improved communication, it will actually make you a better communicator with team members that you may have on site or with prospects and clients that you'll engage with. The demands of leading a remote and virtual team well will have to expand your leadership, and that's an opportunity for you to up your game as a leader. If you remember in a previous video, I talked about having a vision bigger than yourself requires more than yourself. I believe the opportunity for a virtual team member and remote team members provides us the ability to build that vision. And so if you have a big vision, you need a big team. And this age of remote and virtual team members gives you the ability to get your vision out there to the world. In fact, if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to go back to our blog and watch it. It's called The Power of Vision, and I think it will help you to even begin to expand your mind on what it is you want to accomplish in your business. So another question comes is, how do you take advantage of the opportunity of remote virtual team and what it provides? And so how do you take advantage of that? So the opportunity's out there. How do you take advantage of the opportunity? Well, one, shift your mindset. If your thoughts immediately go to that place like on why it won't work for you, like I can't do a remote team and here's why it won't work for me. If you notice yourself doing that, I want to encourage you to shift your mindset. Immediately recognize this as a limiting belief and then shift your mindset to an openness of the opportunity. Listen, our minds are like parachutes. They're useless unless they are open. So be open-minded and take advantage of the new ways that you can build your team as an entrepreneur and business leader. Number two, the best way to take advantage of this is to be clear of the specialties that your business strategy requires to grow and scale. And you need to make a commitment to find those specialists that you need and leverage their gifts and talents. Oftentimes, we don't know what specialists we need because we haven't really developed a strategy that helps us understand what are the puzzle pieces we need to build our preferred future. So understand what those specialties are and then drive after those specialties to get them into your team. Thirdly, the best way to take advantage of the opportunity that remote and virtual team members bring to us is find experts in using remote and virtual team members and leverage those experts to fast track your growth. There is no reason that you need to guess on how to take advantage of this opportunity when there are experts out there who have already gone before you and they can maximize your efforts. And so if you want to take advantage of this, that's a great way to connect and learn how you can take this to the next level. Now, I want to encourage you, feel free to reach out to me or my team, and we would love to have a conversation with you about how we can serve you to leverage remote and virtual team members. It excites us to help entrepreneurs build their strategy and build their team. Now, before I wrap up here today, I would love to invite you to connect with us on our Facebook group. If you go to Facebook and just search Entrepreneurs Who Get Results, and you'll see a Facebook group there, and I'd love you to join that group and engage in a conversation, one, about building a business that gets results, and two, on this topic on how we can build our teams remotely. Also, if this video has benefited you in any way, I want to encourage you to share this with fellow entrepreneurs and business leaders that you think it would benefit. Now again, until next time, my name is Bill Simmons. I'm excited to be able to serve you here today. And remember, you are not meant to simply survive, but you are meant to thrive.